All right, all right, guys. Sorry for all of that. We're looking at GBP USD, and we have last week caught a take profit around this level here, and right now we're looking to enter another trade. We're looking to actually buy this market. Looking from the 4 hours, you could see there is a break of structure somewhere around here, and there is no any reversal to this level, so we have all of this level unmitigated. But we're looking at to enter around 0.05 here, around this level, so as to take profit above here. But right now we're waiting for the market to give us a sign that this market wants to go up, because I'm sure that this market came to sweep the liquidity around here, which it has already swept that liquidity, and we're expecting the market to go to the upside in order to follow the upward structure here. Remember, there is a break of structure around here, and if you know, I trade only structure, I trade market structure. So there is a break of structure around here, and market never came into this level. But from here, we're looking at the market coming to take out this liquidity around this level, and it has already come in and now is about to go up. So what I will do in this market is that I'm going to take a long in this market somewhere around here where it is right now, and then stop loss here and take profit here. I'm targeting 1:2 in this trade. So let's look at how this Euro USD trade plays out. Now, for those of you who are still confused about why I take this trade, if you look at it, this was the high where we took profit last week. We entered the market somewhere around this level after this break, and we took profit around here. And now we said that we're waiting for the market to come back to this level so as to take profit, so as to come into the 50% level in this particular market. And here, actually, there are stop loss around here. This was the low which put up to this high, but we're not considering this low as our final low, because we're looking at it, this is our low which put up to the break of this structure, and since then there was no tap into that structure. So this was the first time the market is coming into this structure to tap in order to create a higher high. Remember, we trade market structure, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. So let's expect that the market will actually go up to this level, because I'm not expecting the market to come back here, but somewhere around here I'm expecting the market to change direction going upwards, so that we could cut somewhere around 1:2. So this is what we're looking at on GBP USD. Another trade we were looking at last week was actually Euro JPY, which was not in this system. So let's look out for Euro JPY. Now on Euro JPY, you observe we normally start our trading from the 24 hours. That's where we start our analysis from the 24 hours. If you look at it from the 24 hours, you see that we are basically in an uptrend, creating a higher high, a higher high, lower low, higher high, lower low, higher high. So this is how we actually determine our trade. So we know that basically we are in an uptrend. So what we would like to do is to identify the last moment where the market actually came from. If you observe, this was a high, and now you could call this a break of structure. Already people are out of this trade, people have entered, people are out of this trade, but this is the low that we will be considering as our support. This is the low where we will be considering as our support, because this is basically the low that puts up to the break of this structure, and market never came in. It came in here and tested above, now it came in. This is not the low, this is the low we are considering as our last low that causes the break of this structure. And market has come in, swept this low. People might be thinking this market is going downward, but to us, we already know that we are in an uptrend coming from here. So what do we normally do? We look at the last structure, what really happened in the last the current structure, what is really happening in the current structure of the market. If you look at it, if you basically look at the current structure, for those of you who have been in our classes for a while now, you will know that we're looking at the current structure, which is this down long candle. Until this candle is broken, we are not doing anything. Now you see that the market actually came in. It came in, it touches this level around our 0.05 level. So if this market breaks it upward to break the 0.618 level, come back to test it, we're going to buy it. But if it comes back into this level, this particular level here, if it comes back to this level, just like this tested this level, we missed it, we would have entered this sell from this level, but now we're waiting for it to come back to test it. And if it doesn't come back, then we'll now look for a shorter way of taking a short, fully sure that this market will return in to fill in this gap, this liquidity sweeps that it has created, this gap around here. We're expecting the market to break it, then it's coming down to the low where we said was our low, which was around here. So let's look at it and see what's happening. From here we'll go to the 4 hours level. We're now at the 4 hour level. If you look at it from the 4 hour level, you see that we actually consolidated around this level, and there was actually a fake out before the break out of that consolidation to this low. So what are we expecting? We're expecting the market to come back to this level. If it comes back to this level, and then we'll go to the 15 minutes time frame to look for a short. But if it breaks through this level and begin to create an upward structure, just the way it is right now, creating an upward structure, we're waiting for it to actually come in here and give us a sign to go down so that we can short it downward, or else break this level and give us a sign that this market is going upward, then we buy to this particular level. So what do we actually do? We need to wait and see if this market could break this particular level, come into this level and begin to go down. If this market will just eventually come into this level somewhere around here and begin to give us a downward structure like this, then we're going to sell it down to this level. Or else, sorry for the way I draw, I think, or else what we're expecting the market to do is to come in like this and then we sell, or else it will come in this way and test it, come back, and then we buy. So this is what we're expecting. Already some of you in our live class have already taken this low, and we are already somewhere around here. I'll show you. If you check on my Facebook page, you are going to see this particular trade where I was telling them, I think somewhere around last week, that we're expecting this market to come in. Some people are already in profit somewhere around this level already, but we're waiting to enter the second time to see if we can have something down to this particular level. We're expecting it to reach here, somewhere around here, before falling actually. And if it breaks this high, we're expecting it to come back into here before creating a higher high. That's what we are expecting in this particular trade. So I'm expecting you to make a comment, follow us, like our videos, and then expect more in our next time when we're making the videos.